So we'll go back that way. Alright, so I'm going to climb my favorite mountain I've ever climbed. Just sang a lot. Camels Hump. My God, it's been saying this over and over again this last week. It's been 2 years since I've done this. I'm revisiting all the VT5 over the next couple days. So I did Mount Mansfield a couple days ago, sunset. And I'm going to do Camels Hump, sunset. Debating whether I want to do Mount Ethan Allen as well, just to add it in there. I'm thinking probably not, but let's see. I might want to spend some time actually getting proper dinner. The place is open, but if I get a good sunset and don't get proper dinner, just something at a gas station, I'm fine with that too. I'm on the Forest City Trail going up, and I'm taking the Burroughs Trail back. So a nice little 5.9 mile loop. And as of today, the knee brace is finally off. I've done 2 ultras of hiking with the knee brace just fine. 3 if you include the Wyndham Pinnacle Traverse. And I was just fine. And I've been hiking for a while, just fine. So it's probably going to be heavy pack from now on as soon as I get access to it. With a little bit more resistance, a little bit more weight on me. Instead of 5 pounds, it'll be 50. Oh my God. The landscape is just incredible in this state park. Alright, summit is 3.2 miles, long trail connector is 1.3. There are mountains that are more epic. Mount Washington, Adams, I'd say Lafayette, maybe Bondcliff. They've just got that level of exposure. But there's something just really unique about this mountain. Because Marcy, Algonquin, is less popular than all of those mountains. And it's very epic. It's the 3rd tallest mountain in Vermont. It's just, you usually get green tunnel when you're hiking in Vermont, which is beautiful. Lots of difficult trail, going up and down, straight up and straight down as old trails do. And Camels Hump is one of the few places that really gives you 360-degree views, and it's this massive cliff boulder thing standing alone. And Mansfield is epic because it's got that whole ridge, but that place is also really popular. I think it's the sense of isolation combined with the epicness, combined with just the unique feeling that you get here that I haven't gotten anywhere else. It's almost August now, and all of the hottest weather is mostly behind us. There's still some days in the 90s, a lot of days in the 90s. Still really humid. It's still too hot, for sure. And with the humidity, it makes it feel a lot hotter. but that colder weather is getting closer and closer. Up here, it's not too bad. All right, so we're at the Long Trail Junction. It's Forest City Trail. Now, the lodge is actually a couple hundred feet that way. I'm sure you can almost... I can't quite see it from here. Over here, there's a sign here. Camels Hump Summit, 1.9 miles. There's some other trails that come off this side of the mountain, but those take a lot longer to drive to. This is a 39-minute drive from where I'm staying, so this was the one to do. I'll have to explore these other trails at some point. Alice Trail, apparently it rejoins the Long Trail, and then the Dean Trail. Oh geez, 1.7 miles to the summit? That's not bad at all. Here we go. Wow. Not recommended in the winter. Oh wow. Oh yeah. Oh, this is awesome. Holy. Oh, I love this mountain. I love this mountain. Holy shit. That's straight ahead. Yoink. And that's the angle. You can't see it on camera. But this is pretty straight up. Wow. Just up that scramble. And that's the top of Mount Ethan Allen over there. Mountain I mistaked for Camel's Hump until I saw Camel's Hump. This mountain is unmistakable, if you know what it looks like. Unmistakable. Oh. I climbed up this with a heavy pack before. Holy shit. This mountain hurt. This mountain hurt, especially since there were 3 or 4 peaks I had to climb before this that also hurt. It just goes straight up. It smells good up here. It smells really good. Oh my God. It's another thing I remember about this place was the smell. This forest is amazing. There's the C.C. Putnam Range right over there. That whole ridge. Much better view of Edward Allen. This is a nice mountain in itself. Just wow. But even better. The rock. I'm about to be climbing up that thing right there. It's just more. This is more epic than Mansfield, in my opinion. It's just Mansfield is just, it's bigger pretty much every way. But this South Cliff, hard to beat this. It really is. It's a cave over here. Check it out. There's a few of these. Camel's Hump. Places to take shelter if it rained. Holy, oh wow, this one's even bigger. It's just bouldering. I need 2 hands for this. Nearing the height of the summit of Edward Allen. We probably got a little over 500 feet of climbing up to the top to go. That wasn't the true summit of Camel's Hump. That is up there. Oh yeah, it's false summit heaven on this mountain. That was just the climb to get on the first real false summit after Edward Allen. Oh yeah, it goes. This mountain goes on. This has been such a long time coming. Over there, that mountain right there is Mount Ellen. Behind it is Mount Abraham. So hopefully get to hit those 4,000 footers maybe a day or 2 from now. But I still got quite a bit of climbing here to go. This mountain is taller than both of those. Those are the 2 smallest of the 5 4,000 footers in Vermont. What I mean. Camel's Hump isn't that much bigger. Alright. Now the plane's going over. On road trails, 0.5 miles. This is the bad weather bypass. But weather's fine. Even if it wasn't, most likely I would still take this. I'm about to enter one of the few spots in Vermont that has an alpine zone. This is the rock. Holy moly. there I am, top of Camels Hump. Edward Allen over there, Rock, Higher Allen, and then Bolton and Mansfield way over there. That whole section's its own thing, but this is just absolutely amazing. Nice breeze up here too. Actually, there we go. This is a good place to sit. Oh, right there. Just gonna enjoy the view for a bit. And I think I have to head down north a little bit to hit the trail junction that I gotta go off of. Camels Hump has been designated a registered natural landmark under the provisions of the Historic Sites Act of August 21st, 1935. This site possesses exceptional value in illustrating the natural history of the United States. U.S. Department of the Interior National Park Service, 1968. I just passed by a guy with an acoustic guitar strapped to his back. He's going to play some music at the top. I love that. That's awesome. It just... everyone brings something unique when they come into the woods. And people of all different backgrounds. We're all out here to see it and experience it. But that might be the first time I've seen someone carry a guitar on their back at the top of the mountain. Although, I've carried a whole charcuterie wine, cheese, and cracker set to the top of a mountain before, so I've had my fair share of odds and ends I've carried up the mountain as well. I'm on the Burroughs Trail now. 2.1 miles to the car. I'm sure I'll eventually revisit these mountains and I'll try a different trail going up. This mountain by itself is not that difficult coming from this way, doing these shorter trails. You wouldn't expect this low level of miles to be too challenging, but it is a perfect mountain to challenge those who want to hike maybe their third, their fourth mountain. I wouldn't do this as a first mountain. And maybe if you were insisting on doing it as a first mountain, do what I did today. Don't take the long trail from Appalachian Gap or from the highway. You're going to be, especially coming from the south, you're looking at a very long day. I mean, 10.5 miles going southbound, not terrible. It was 4,000 feet of elevation gain. That's a good amount. Northbound, you're looking at probably near double that mileage. Looking at double the mileage, at least, and probably double the elevation gain. So it's you're almost in for an ultra level of mileage and elevation gain. You're going to do it that way. So great mountain, and that's without speaking on the the trails that climb up the east side, which I want to get back to. I want to try those out at some point. But that's the fun thing about coming back to a mountain, you know, is you go, I like to choose the hardest way to do the mountain, the most challenging trail possible. After that, I come back to the mountain, then I can kind of just a la carte all the trails, and well, this trail has this interesting view and this interesting feature. I wanted to come back up going northbound on the long trail just because I knew the approach to that rock. It's the only way to get there is from going northbound on the long trail. And it's freaking magnificent. God, this isn't bad, Burroughs Trail. Oh, a little slippery there. Very decent tempo descending. Yeah, should be back to the car not too long from now. It's 2.1 miles from the summit down to the trailhead this way. Only around 3.5 the other way. This is Camels Hump, guys. Now I did a lot of rambling and a lot of talking, probably even more than I usually do, but I'm feeling particularly introspective today. Only seen a couple guys on the mountain. Both are buffer, at least upper body wise, than I am. More people I see like that, the more I have someone I can kind of look up to in a way. I know my legs are kind of at that freak status, but everything I do is legs and a bit of core. So, you know, no matter how good you get, there's always someone who's just a bit better, a bit stronger. And sometimes someone's got the genes, you're just never going to get to where they are. Oh my god. Open fern forest, this little meadow here. The breeze up here. The breeze is coming from that northwesterly direction, and this trail is descending exactly in that direction. So I'm just heading face on into that breeze. It was even better at the top. Ooh, little stairs. But God, it's so nice. So nice. Now, there's another thing I like about winter is the breeze kicks up everywhere. You're going to get stronger winds, and you're going to get harsher weather. But with that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.